practical things you can do today to make your depression and your anxiety less and less and less. And one thing that I would have done differently is to every day go outside for at least half an hour to an hour, because the chemicals that you get from the sunlight, vitamin D as well as some other things, those help your mood, they're great for your health, and they have a lot of positive effects. So literally just that change of going outside for an hour a day, that's gonna make things a lot better. The second thing I would give you is exercise. Even back in the day, I was only learning. I was doing some things. I was not consistent. But had I added in the element of daily exercise, even if that's just doing 50 push-ups in a day, if I had added that in, I would have gotten to a positive mindset way, way faster. Because I didn't know what I was doing. It took me years. I didn't have someone like myself right now to tell me, hey, go do this thing, go do that thing, go do this then, and go do these steps afterwards. I didn't have that. And so for me, it was all trial and error. But I'm telling you, if I had worked out consistently back then, I would have felt so much better. Because when you work out, you get serotonin, which is one of the hormones that are crucial for your well-being, mentally as well as your happiness. In addition to that, you get dopamine from the right sources. Because dopamine isn't something to really avoid at all costs. It is something that is crucial to feeling motivated, to feeling inspired in life, to feeling just alive, really. And the thing with most people today, they think they're getting too much dopamine because they're on their phone scrolling all day. But actually, it is the opposite. When you really need to have your phone to scroll through TikTok all day long, you're not getting too much dopamine for that. It means that you have a lack of it, and your brain desperately tries to find something even remotely worthwhile, even remotely entertaining or funny. It's literally just starvation. If you're starved, it's like opening fridge door and like looking for every single crumb of food you can find inside. That's what's happening when you are constantly scrolling through your phone and you're constantly bored all the time. You're looking for the next YouTube video, the next TikTok video, the next piece of content that's gonna make you feel fulfilled. You have way too little dopamine then, instead of too much. And instead, you need to get that from things like exercise. You need to get that from things like enjoying the outside world, going out there in nature. You need to get that from having meaningful conversations with people you care about. And most importantly, even if they're small, start setting goals for yourself and work towards those. Because there is almost nothing in this world that's gonna make you feel better, that's gonna get that positive dopamine release, than like knowing what you want, going at it and being like, you know what, I fucking did it. There is almost no better feeling than your head hitting the pillow late at night and be like, oh my God, I accomplished so much today. And that feeling alone is what is going to sustain you through the tough times. When you have that feeling of daily exercise, of going outside, of going through this, not just alone, but having people around you that you care about. And then you start working on things that mean something to you. You will get out of depression when you do those things. It is not a magic formula. If I had to sum it up in one sentence, it would be this. You will get out of depression more and more. The better you live in alignment with the person you truly aspire to be and that you know is in alignment with who you are meant to be. When you live like that, your mood, your confidence, your self-esteem are going to go up and up and up. And because those things go up, because you feel better about yourself, you're going to take more and more action towards the person that you want to become. And again, it cycles this time upwards. It becomes a virtuous cycle. And the thing to keep in mind with that is to start with those smallest steps. Prove to yourself that you can drag yourself out of bed. Prove to yourself that you can go and work out. Prove to yourself that you can be disciplined, that you can get yourself started to work on that project that you've been putting off for 4 months. Once you start proving those small things to yourself, now you open up your potential to do the bigger things, and the bigger things, and the bigger things. And before you know it, you will build around you a life that you enjoy living. You will build a life where you're like, yes, I like the person that I am today. Yes, I know I'm on the right track. Yes, I know that I can do this. And that happens through a life of action. The final thing I want to give you here is that one word. Action. Action alleviates anxiety. Because our mind always, before we start doing something that means something to us, we will always get anxious beforehand. It is a sign that we care about something, that it is meaningful. And 9 out of 10 times, that anxiety means that it's either something completely ridiculous that we shouldn't do, right? If I'm standing on the edge of a building and I'm thinking of jumping off, yes, that means that there's indeed something to be scared of. But at the same time, let's say I want to approach a girl that I really like. I'm still going to feel that anxiety within me. Why? Because it's something that is meaningful to me. So that anxiety means that it's either something incredibly dumb, or it is the one thing that you should be doing. So again, anxiety is not your signal to stop. It is your green light to go and move forward and do the thing that scares you. Because here's the thing, your mind goes for the worst case scenario. It's an evolutionary drive to protect you. Your mind is not made for you to thrive in life. It is made to keep you safe. But when you play it safe, ironically, you start to decline. Life really happens when you dare to take those risks. And I can guarantee you one thing. In my life, there has not been a single moment where the real life reaction or response was worse than my anxiety said it would be. Every single time my mind thought of a 10 out of 10 problem, and it turned out to be completely fine. Every time my mind would tell me, don't do this, it's gonna end up as a disaster. And every single time, it wasn't nearly as bad. Or in some cases, it was even fantastic, right? It turned out that in some cases, the anxiety that you have right now, it's only in here. Once you start to take action, that anxiety goes away. Because you prove to yourself that it's okay to move forward. You prove to yourself that it's okay to take action. And you get better and better and better. Which each time you push just that little bit outside of this little circle that we call our comfort zone. And as you do that, as you take those small steps, anxiety goes down. Depression goes down. Confidence goes up. Self-esteem goes up. And your feelings of happiness and satisfaction in this life will go up. If you want to watch the full video that this clip has been from, go ahead, click over there, and click over there on that side to subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss new uploads that will take your life to that next level.